Hi again, this is Noah from Endler-Ark. I thought we'd do a short version today on Campona Endlers. They're overlooked in some ways, but they are phenomenal. Again, they came from the Campona area, which is essentially the floodplain, irrigation ditches around the main lagoon that we know was closed off by the Spanish in the early 1500s. What I believe happened was during some of the seasonal floods that some of the polymorphic endlers from the Kumina area, they branched out. They branched out. Maybe some of them did breed with guppies, some, maybe not. But they branched out into these outskirt areas. This is where Philip Vieson went and collected. And they collected males, I believe, and probably some females, but they collected and they went back. They took them all back to Europe and they bred them, and they did an excellent job breeding them. The difference on the Campona Endlers from the polymorphic Kumina Endlers is that you buy blue stars. Sorry, you buy blue stars, they're all going to be blue stars, and it's just that way the whole time. To breed out the polymorphic nature, I can't even begin to truly understand how that was done unless they used female guppies. And they could have used female guppies on those. I don't know. It would have been a hard thing. The polymorphic nature of Endlers is so strong that even over these last 50 years, we've been breeding black bars to be black bars. We've been breeding peacocks. We've been breeding snake skins. We've been breeding these different ones. And when you put them in a tank over time and with no culling, you can start getting different ones all the time. But you don't get that with the Campona ones. Philip Vieson did a phenomenal job. A breeding job that is beyond anything I have ever seen. So there's kudos to that. We classify the Campona Endlers as genuine Campona Endlers. That's our pure. They've been tested in themselves. They do not test genetically exactly like a Kumina Endler. They are different. There's markers that are different, but they also are different than guppies. So they're not a separate breed, but they are separate. We treat them separate. We keep our Campona Endlers in one fish room. We keep our Kumina Endlers in another fish room. If we keep guppies, they're not in either of the fish rooms because you just can't really keep guppies with these. The Campona Endlers, they have some weird names sometimes because a lot of them were named by where they came from. El Tigre, Silverado, Blue Star, and there's more of them. There's, I think, 40 of them. They're named from where they came from, and it's very interesting how they did that. But I read that Philip's fish room is small, very, very small. So judging from what he got out of that fish room and what we received from him all around the world, he did just a phenomenal job. Had he been in charge of all the Endlers from the first, we probably would have seen a different hierarchy of what's popular in fish. I think that because the Kumina Endlers were handled so bad for the first 10, 15 years in the country, and they were so limited from a distributor that wanted to be in control of everything and not share and not work with everybody, it changed everything. What probably would have happened, Endlers easily could have been the #1 nano fish. They're that good. They're small. They're smaller than a guppy. They're way hardier than a guppy. And they breed well. They should have been the #1 fish, truly. And that's sad. But the Campona, I would not be scared to buy the Campona. We do not mix. We don't mix the Campona and we don't mix the Campona Endlers. We do keep them separate. I think it's very important that you do keep them separate. But I'll put some pictures up, maybe some music after my voice here, and you can see some of the genuine Campona Endlers that we stock. And if I may be able to dig up some pictures and show you some other ones that we don't stock, but they're available and they're out there. Till next time, guys, keep them swimming.